All right. Well, hi, friends. Doc South here, and I thought you might like this neat little video I've got cooked up for you. Yeah, it's it's all about my kid brother Ed and I. Back in the day, I would say somewhere in the late '50s. Okay, the late '50s. We were walking home from the public school, the grade school in Chester, New Jersey. I was probably in sixth or seventh grade, give or take. Eddie would have been 6 years back from me, so kindergarten, first grade, something like that. We're walking together, school let out for all of us at the same time, and we're putzing on the way home, kicking rocks. No, actually, that used to be something we liked to do. We had our kicking rocks. Yeah, we'd kick the rock from home to school, park it somewhere near a telephone pole, and then on the way home we'd find those both same the same rocks and kick them back to our house, which was about a quarter mile from the school. So yeah, and there weren't sidewalks at that time. You kind of walked. There was kind of like a pathway and then the road, and so okay, it was like that, a shoulder of the road. We may have walked on the shoulder. We kept our eyes open, and it wasn't like there was thousands of cars going by. So we just, it was pretty much a country town back then. But to some degree, still is, though not like it was back in the '50s. It was pretty rural, a lot of farmers and farms, and it was kind of neat. Well, we didn't live on a farm; we lived in town, and so we're again putzing our way home, taking forever, free at last, and from in my case, it was probably Mr. Morris's sixth grade, and Eddie was, well, I don't know, he was probably, like I said, first grade. And as we walk home, as we get home rather, walk into the yard, there's darn if there isn't a car in the driveway that doesn't look like ours. Certainly wasn't my father home from work early. It was just some other a car, kind of like a station wagon. And there's a guy unloading stuff. He's got like tripods and screens and a big satchel and all that stuff. He says, "Hey, you guys, how you doing?" I said, "Well, fine. Who are you?" He says, "Well, I'm the photographer. Your mom called, and I'm going to take you. She wants me to take your portraits." Well, we both said, "What? Well, we want to go play. there's still 2 hours of daylight. We want to go throw rocks, and got an airplane I just built. I want to try to fly that a little." And no, he says, "Yeah, you better go speak to your mom." And we walked in. "Mom, what's that guy doing?" She says, "Oh," Mom said, "well, he's setting up. I'm going to get your portraits taken." "Oh, Ma, come on, it's a nice day." She says, "No, no, no, no. No, you're getting your portraits taken. You're going to be glad you have these someday." "Yeah, but we airplanes, rocks to throw, stuff. Yeah, what?" She says, "No, no." She says, "Go get into your white shirts, the ones you wear to church." So we're both kind of sore. Then Mom whips. We got into our shirts, and she says, "Well, you don't look too bad. Wash your faces. Geez, look at you two. What, God? Well, we got a candy bar on the way home. Yeah, well, yeah, get that chocolate off your face." And then she says, "And then come back down here to the kitchen." And so we had to wash up. Boy, we're muttering now. And we get downstairs, and she's got the kitchen to the kitchen. She whips out the Brill cream. Yeah, it's that gook you put on your hair. A little dab will do you. Wasn't that the yeah? Well, Mom went with more than a little dab, and next you know we're getting our hair all combed, and even with a part. Yeah, the whole thing, the whole schmeal. And she says, "Now go up into the living room. We got a photographer there. I want to get your portraits taken." And we said, "What?" She says, "No, come on, you're going to like it. If nothing else, you're going to be glad someday you have these portraits. And when you get older." And she says, I want to get some pictures while you guys are still young, and that's it. Get upstairs." I said, "Oh God, yeah, we're." And the photographer, seemed like a nice enough guy. He's setting up his equipment. We're watching him. he's talking to us. He's an amicable guy. And we're mom finally. Mom comes up and she's talking with the guy and she says, "Now this is good. I want portraits of one of each of the kids, and then a picture of them together." She says, "Okay, ma'am, sure, no problem, Miss T." And she. Next thing you know, the spotlights are on, and we're sitting on these little like piano bench stools that he's adjusting for height, and he's got the camera going. And I was kind of into photography at that time, and so he's showing me all about the camera. It was actually a pretty nice setup the guy had. And he's talking to us, and he says, "Okay," he gets one of Eddie, he gets one of me. He said, "Now, you want one of the two of them together, right?" She says, "Yes." "Oh, yes." She says, "I certainly do." And Mom worked in the library, and she probably had enough money. She made enough that she could afford the portraits. They were probably, back then, probably $25, $40, something like that. And she was paying for it with her loot. Well, eventually the session was done. Mom said, "Okay, you two are free to go now." And we still had, about an hour and a half to go out and throw dirt bombs and rocks and stuff at our balsa wood airplanes. And it was maybe about 2 weeks later, a package comes in the mail, and darned if the pictures didn't turn out not half bad, I gotta say. You want to see? Yeah, my brother brought this over the other day. I guess this one's for me. My parents, sadly, a number of years ago now, passed away, and we're still kind of cleaning out some of the stuff they had. They had quite a bit of stuff, and this came up. My brother brought this to me. Look, huh? Ain't that something? That's the older guy is me, and that's my brother Ed. Back when we had hair. Yeah, huh? I know. Ain't this? We still got big ears. Look at us. My gosh. And it's I gotta say, I kind of treasure this. It worked out pretty good. Bless their hearts. I had it really, you think about it, look at the smiles on our faces. Eddie and I had a pretty good upbringing, I got to say. We had good parents. A lot of us did, of course. But I think what it was a lot of the soldiers after World War II came home and they said, "Man, I've had it with the fighting. I'm going to find me a really nice woman and get hitched and I'm going to have kids." And, well, that's what my folks did. And I think they lived a pretty happy life. Pretty happy life indeed. So, well, there you are. Anyway, I thought you'd get a charge out of that. Ed in that picture, yeah, I'm guessing he was, 7, give or take. And probably more like about 6. And I think I would have been probably 12 or so. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, we were terrors. But we had good folks, and they were very good to us. Anyway, I thought you might like seeing that. I've got to find a spot to hang this in the house, because I got to say I do treasure it. Anyway, there you go. Lord's Prayer moment. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Friends, my advice to you is go find the old photograph album. There's got to be one in your house somewhere, and dig it for a while. Honestly, I think in these times that are kind of tough right now with the virus going around, I think this will warm the, as Lum and Abner used to say, this will warm the crockery of your heart. Okay? I'll see you later. Thank you, and God bless. Bye now.